Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed Dior, and this is Elden Ring. Alright, so we're in Necron, but I do want to go ahead and do something first. Blythe mentioned, meeting us, but I never really ever found him, ever. So, not sure where he's at. But I wanted to go ahead and talk to a few NPCs that I'd never really tried talking to before at this point, just to see if they have anything else to say. So up here we have EG, so we can talk to him directly. And we won't. There's no point in talking to what's her face. Her name escapes me for some reason. Renala? No, that can't be right. Ronnie. There's no point in talking to Ronnie because she's asleep right now.
You finally come. Blythe told me everything. You've defeated General Radan, unlocking the stars. The General was blighted by scarlet rot and driven to madness. But not long ago, he was hailed as the mightiest demigod of them all. There is no parallel to your achievement, nor to Lady Rani's acute judgment of character. Thanks to you, Lady Rani's fate once again stirs, and the path to Nokron has opened. Descend underground, where the fallen star struck Limgrave, and make it yours. The precious treasure of Nokron. Oh, Blythe wanted me to tell you not to bother waiting for him and head straight to Nokron. Blythe has been given an important task. Apparently, a matter of great urgency.
Sorry about rubbing the mic there. You might have heard that in the beginning of the dialogue.
You need not await, Blythe. Descend underground alone, where the fallen star struck Limgrave, and make it yours. The precious treasure of Nokron, so that Lady Rani may tread the dark path of the Empyrean.
Alright. Yeah, unfortunately it only gets up to Smithing Stone 4s, so not much going on there. I don't think you have anything else to say.
Something else?
Nope. Okay. I also want to talk to Sylvis, just to see if he has anything else. He's probably just going to complain about how we haven't done his thing yet. But I just want to be thorough. You don't have to talk to these people. I'm just kind of seeing if they have anything else to say. I kind of just rushed straight through Necron once I found the place on my personal playthrough. But at least it gives you information that's like, hey, you don't need to actually wait for Blythe. So that's good. I kind of wish they would actually state where you're supposed a general area of where the meteorite had fallen. I mean, it seems kind of important that to be mentioned, and unfortunately the cutscene doesn't really reveal where it's landing. But it's not a huge deal. Hello.
I've no time for idle chit-chat. The only thing I will hear from you, are we understood? I have enough.
Alright, you got nothing to say. As tempting it is to kill you, I'm not going to yet. Alright, so we need to go to here. Alright, so we'll resume what we're doing. There's only... I want to say there's one place I'm still concerned about. Or not one place, but one boss. I'll say two bosses that I'm a bit concerned about still. Oh right, there's monsters around here. I should probably pay a bit more attention now. Alright, so materials are all over this place. Silver Fireflies if you need them. These guys have tower shields. That block a lot of physical damage, but does not block magic. There's actually a ton of these guys all over the place. You can't really see them right now, though. I did recently watch a video of a guy who was... it was a summarized video, but even the summary was still like an hour long. But it was someone who was doing a full playthrough of Elden Ring using nothing but crafted items. Like, no attacking whatsoever. So just his source of damage was pretty much nothing but bombs, ritual pots, perfumes, and the various throwing knives. And definitely took some effort, but he was able to pull it off, which was really impressive. Definitely probably one of the more difficult ways to play the game, but it does show kind of how powerful some of the items can be if you actually take advantage of them. At the very least, it can save you on resources. When I initially started playing this game, I actually was a big fan of using throwing knives as a way of just like getting some free hits in on bosses. It also staggers some of the bosses if you hit them in the face. Okay. Ball bearing. So yeah, if you go in the middle here, that pretty much aggroes all of them. And now we got all of this to deal with. Alright, let's play. Now the good news is his shield doesn't seem to deflect me, so I can just kind of hack away through him using magic damage. Alright, not too threatening. God, Pebbles, so ridiculous. It barely makes a dent in my FP bar. It's really impressive. I was trying to actually pick up that arrow because I thought it was a glowing item. Okay, so we got some more trouble over here. I'm not going to worry about picking up every silver husk I find because I don't really intend on using them. Actually, I have no idea what they're used for. Alright, Somber Force, not bad. Still nothing new though. So the item ahead was probably referencing... Speaking of messages... Okay, so our recent one got upvoted. That's good. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Their appraisals are not often enough to actually matter. Alright. So we've gone that way already, so we need to go in here. We don't need to go in here, but... Marvel tier, so another respec. Spirit Flame arrows, okay. Don't think there's anything of note there. Nope, just more husk. Okay. Ghost 3s. Yeah, we're still... Aren't we at like 5s? Yeah, we're at 5, so we need 6s to actually go anywhere with that. Oh, jeez. I should have rolled away after the first hit. because they like to do just barrages. Alright, Great Shield, Soldier Ashes. It's one of the better summons, to say the least. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and drink this just so we can have a way of refreshing. Alright, so these guys use to summon 5 Great Shield Soldier Spirits. Spirits of Great Shield Soldiers who belong to the Fallen Hawks, a band of soldiers that once explored the Eternal City, stout defenders with a steady garb. Though their methods are somewhat crude, they work well as a squadron and will attract the attention of enemies or lob Ghost Flame from the rear guard. Yeah, so this thing is kind of top tier. Anything that does just mostly physical damage, they could just tank like forever, because they can just block everything and then just gradually wail on people. So yeah, it does pretty good damage. Is this progression? Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, and there's a statue of Marika there. Okay. So the upcoming boss, you probably saw the fog gate there, can definitely be cheesed. Essentially, you can just unequip most of your stuff, and then you can equip afterwards, and just kind of win that way. I don't do that. I'll just fight the boss with my gear equipped already. Alright, not sure what to think about this. Jumped over your whip. Agile freak, aren't you? Try this then. Yeah, don't like that, do ya? Alright, got a refresh, nice. I can't like resist picking up stuff, even if I don't really intend on crafting much with it. It's like a nervous tick almost. Alright, so there are silver tiers right above you. Horrible tier. And they drop husk as well if you happen to kill them. Alright. Don't believe there's anything here. Oh, there's butterflies if you care about them. I don't, but I'm going to pick them up anyway. So yeah, there's actually an item behind you. It's just a rune arc. Try behind, thank you. It's good advice. Some say strong foe, some say weak foe. This should be more than enough. Alright, this might be a little tough. It's me! Alright, you're out of stuff. Hey, even two hands like me. Luckily the AI does not hold that button down. Purple tier, silver tier mask. So, yeah, so entering, I don't know when it exactly triggers, but essentially when you enter the boss, it's either when you enter or when you officially start the boss fight, it will completely copy what you have. Everything. It will actually copy even the items in your any active items you have equipped as well. So if I had throwing knives and bombs equipped as well, it would use those. Obviously, the limitation it has is it doesn't have anywhere near as much Estus. It doesn't need to use Cerulean Flask because it has infinite FP because that's how monsters are. But yeah, officially has everything. So you can do some cheeky things like unequip everything ahead of time, and then at that point, your opponent will just be naked and then just punch you for 1 damage. And then you can equip afterwards. I guess the other cheeky thing I guess you can try doing is try and just stuff yourself full of equipment and see if it results in fat rolling. But I don't know if that will happen. In any case, I failed. Oh, it bugged out, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Give me a moment. Alright. Reloading the save fixed the issue, so I can actually touch the grace. Don't know why that happens sometimes. Alright. Do we have enough for a level up? Yes. Alright. So before we continue further, there is one other NPC I forgot to talk to. Go talk to Rogier. See how he's doing.
Always good to see you safe. So, what do you need? Maybe I should tell you. Lately, I feel I'm on the precipice of falling into a deep, fathomless slumber. And I have an inkling it could spell trouble for you somehow. So I just wanted to get the apology out of the way beforehand, since you're so scary and all.
I guess I'm kind of scary. Alright, so yeah, Rogier is not doing so well. But at least he'd let us know. Alright, so we went to Mimics here. You can kind of see where we are on the map already. We're pretty much in the same area, just a lot higher up. Alright, so if we go step out of here, you can go along the edges here. There's not really anything of importance as far as I know. Fairly certain there's not anything of importance. Yeah, we're good to go. Alright. So, a few things. We can mount. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I swear. Gotcha. Smithing Stone 5. Alright. God, that was risky. That was such a troll. Somehow stayed on the platform. Alright, so we can actually go down... Oh, there's an item here. There's... if I recall, there's some spots we can actually drop down to, but I don't remember where they're at. Oh, I think they're down this way. Butterflies there if you care. You can see a very familiar little obelisk thing over there. Okay. So I don't believe there's anything here. Too high up. So yeah, you can actually, there it is, you can actually drop down on that spot there. It's a bit one way though, so be aware of it. Actually, I don't think it matters. I think it's connected to this. I know you can drop down somewhere around here, so... No bridge ahead. Alright. So, let me check... here. Hello. Lord of Blood, your eminence. I beg you to grant me a seat at the table of the dynasty. Long live the Magan dynasty. Long live the Magan dynasty. Sorry if I mispronounce words. Speech is not my forte. And yet I'm a YouTuber. Alright, so yeah, I believe you can actually drop down here. There's not much down here, I don't recall, but yeah, I'm fairly certain you can drop down here. I'm just making sure there's... we actually have to do it through here. That's actually a little safer. Yeah, you can do it like this. Yeah, so there's an item down here. Nothing too special. Smithing Stone 5. If you're still in need of those. Yeah, you can't get anywhere there. No jumping ahead, noted. But you can actually go all the way down this way. It will actually take you on a bit of a trip. There's a lot of side routes we can take in this place, by the way. I will go to all of them, but I may not fully explore them immediately, just so I can keep continuing down Ronnie's questline first, because I would like to get that done as soon as possible. So yeah, we can actually drop down here. It's a little risky. Oh. Okay, well that was... I was just barely off, so I had the double jump. If I was equipped with any heavier weapon, I would have not been able to double jump like that. And it would have been the end of me. There shouldn't be anything on top of the pillars per se, so we should be okay on that front. Smithing Stone 2, Celestial Dew, which lets you do a, and then a Clarifying Horn Charm. And then at this point you're all the way back here. There's not anything of note here, I don't believe. You could definitely drop down, but there's literally not much point to it, besides just getting back to a place you most likely have been to already if you fully explored this place. But yeah, you can drop down on that lip there. You can go all the way along that if you want, but there's no item there. So at this point we can go ahead and go back. Also, I apparently have 4 golden seeds and a sacred tear I've yet to use. So we'll need to remedy that. So we got a helmet a while back. So, Silver Tear Mask. Mask fashioned for the corpses of formless Silver Tear, supported by its hardened shed husk. Greatly increases arcane to the detriment of physical attack power. To imitate the imitator is a cunning play indeed. So Arcane's usually used for things like status effects such as bleed. So that's pretty much what it would be used for. And then we got Clarifying Horn Charm, which is just a better version that raises even more focus. So nothing to note there. Let's go ahead and teleport back. So we can go all the way back to Mimic Tier here. As apparently, we can actually drop down to Abandoned Merchant, I think, if we really want to. Alright, so let's rest up. Only requires 3 seeds still, so that's nice. Now it requires 4 seeds to increase. And then we'll go ahead and upgrade the amount we get. 5 and 5 is fine. Yeah. Actually, 4 and 6. Okay, so now that we've done that sidetrack, let's go ahead and enter this top area properly now. So, you might, like I mentioned, there was the familiar looking obelisk. There are 6 obelisks, I believe, you can light up. And that will allow you to fight another boss. You do not need to fight, you do not need, just like the other one that we fought, it's not required. But I am going to go ahead and fight it anyway. Then there is a route that will take us towards progression, and then there's one that doesn't. Well, it does depending on what you're looking for. Alright, it's been a while since So instead of spirits, we actually deal with living versions of these guys. And just like the spirit versions, beware of archers. There's a bunch of animals here too if you ever need to farm bones for whatever reason. Right, 1 down. So yeah, I believe there are 6. But I may be wrong. So there's number 2. Actually, there might be 8, just like the previous one. I'll know once I actually see the stairway. Looks like 6. Okay, archer up ahead. And then trouble that way. Alright, well, while I'm in cover, let's, Oh, I did not expect you to be there. So, despite being underground, we are still kind of classified as outdoors. So, killing swarms of mobs can actually restore a flask. Like so. Hey, kukris. So yeah, these guys aren't very agile, so they don't really do much dodging. And I've spent all this time building on my intelligence and my FP, so I might as well take advantage of this. If I had like a bulkier weapon, I would consider doing more melee, but that is not the case here. Alright. Spirit summoning's available, but I'm not going to use it. So I'm considering my options. Either way, I'm going to have to redo all of this. Alright, so yeah, we'll go this way first. I'm just going to ignore these guys for now because I'm going to have to refight them. Including the guys we just killed. It's not a big deal, but I'm just trying to be a little conservative and not have to rehash things or ride through everybody to get to what I need to get. So yeah, I could go and kill everybody, but one way or the other I'm going to have to respawn everything because I'm going to have to teleport at some point. So for right now, I should get on top of this area. Alright, model necklace. I believe we've gotten that already, but this is the higher tier version. Yep, so raises all your resistances essentially to status effects. Alright. Is there any... I think that's all of them. I mean, it's possible there's a jumping puzzle, but I don't think there is. And if there is, it's not going to be anything that I need for my build, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Alright, so Jellyfish. Let there be ritual. Old thing. So yeah, down below you can actually drop down. There's actually an item behind you. Stone sword key. You might be able to make the riding jump back if you need to. Joy ahead. If only I had a light, praise the friend. So yeah, just a bunch of jellyfish. As far as I can tell, they don't aggro on you. Okay, so yeah, there's actually a grace here. That's actually perfect. I'm not going to sit at it, though. I don't think there's going to be any special dialogue, but if there is... Oh yeah, also over here... Yeah, that's right. You can actually drop down here. That's right. There's actually more to this area. New summoning pool. Right, okay. So, there's a guy that just walked around that corner there. Strong foe, seek parry. What's the easiest way to do this? Oh, right, I can do this now. Hello, good sir. So yeah, you can take the bridge there and go where you need to go. Very much a pain, though, to deal with. I pretty much just try to run away from these guys and just blast them with magic. Since their shields don't block all of it. Blocks most of it, though. So I can actually heal back to max FP now since I've upgraded. Sorry for this being a little tedious, but it's a lot of you. These shield guys are no joke. But they're dragon magic and all that. Yeah, Pebble's just better for dealing with shields, because the FP ratio is better. And you're going to be doing minimum damage anyway. And don't worry, I won't be able to cheese everything here. Hello? I know you're here. You're being overly cautious now. Come on. There you are. Okay, Crucible Horn Shield. And that got me back to full charges. Perfect. Okay. So we finally got their shield. Alright, it has Shield Bash. Beyond that, nothing really too much to point out. Has the best holy resistance so far. Great shield of red tinged gold carried by Crucible Knights. Features a great horn. An ancient holiness dwells within. The Crucible Horn skewers foes when performing shield bashes. Alright. I can mount up if I want to. I'm just going to drop down normally. Okay, now I can't be mounted. I think the moment you land on this, you can't do it. Okay, now we're in the Aqueduct Official now. Alright, you can see trouble up there. We're not going to go that way then. As mentioned, this is one of the side treks. I believe it does help with certain quests. Also, I think there was supposed to be an NPC around a certain area, but he was not there, so I'm not going to worry about it. I heard a beetle. I heard a beetle, but I don't see where it went. Oh well, not a big deal. Alright, let's take a look at the cookbook. It was 5, I believe. Alright, a record. Yeah, we've read all that before. But it gives you access to Sacred Order pots. These are actually really good for faith-based builds. Sacred Order pots. Oh, no, I'm getting mixed up. What is Sacred Order? Oh, actually, it's just an upgrade version of Holy Pots. Cool. So, nothing... Yeah. And if you use it against undead and stuff, it won't actually get back up. I've used them on my Confessor. They're really helpful. Just, not even for the undead part, just for the raw damage. Okay, so we got this guy. Are you serious? How far away are you? Alright, fine. We'll do it this way. That'll do it. Okay, now he's unhappy. You don't have a shield, so I should be able to just go to town against you. Nope. Yep. That happened. Okay, stop doing that move. Alright. Smithing Stone 6. Or Somber 6. Yeah. Oh my god, that was painful. Got caught by that horn multiple times. Alright. Whew. Hey, there's something over there. Neat. Oh boy. Yeah, those guys are mean. I literally just run away from them and cast magic. That's all I usually do for fighting them. That charge up thrust is a ranged attack. The diving attack is rough. And then of course there's the horn charge, which apparently I can't dodge even if my life depended on it. Alright, so in here, got a few... Got a few undead. Ow. Okay, we killed the group, which is nice. Incantation ahead, which is not useful for us because we're not going faith. Water healing. Alleviates death blight buildup. So if you need a way of getting reducing blight without burning yourself. Oh wait, sorry, death blight's something different. One of the incantations of the Golden Order fundamentalists used by hunters of those who live in death alleviates death blight buildup. The noble gold mask lamented that what had become of the hunters, how easy it is for learning and learnedness to be reduced to the ravings of fanatics. All the good and the great wanted, and their foolishness was an absolute evil to contend with. Does such a notion exist in the fundamentals of order? So yeah, the death status effect, if the bar fills up completely, instantly kills you. It's very similar to Curse or Petrify in the Dark Souls games. Thank you. Alright. So I got some nice gold runes. Let's keep on going. I think we're just about where we need to... just about the end of this sidetrack. I say the end in the biggest quotes imaginable. Oh, hello, sirs. Yeah, Rune Arc. Okay, got everything there. Bug. Oh. Wow, that is persistent. Okay, wow, wow. You guys calm down. Oh my god, what is wrong with my inputs? Okay. So, I think I've mentioned this before, but From Software loves having all the inputs be put in queues for whatever reason. And what ends up happening is sometimes when you feel your input was dropped and you hit the same input again, it will instead do your previous input and then queue the other one, so you end up getting stuck doing moves you don't want to do. Like I wanted to attack, but instead it rolled. Because I hit roll soon after I attacked, but then I realized that I had staggered all of them, so I wanted to attack instead. Well, did not end that in a net positive, unfortunately. But yeah, they came out of this. That's okay. We're alive, so that's better than I expected. Hey, who's that? Hand over twinned armor set? Yeah, I know what's will happen when I do this. Enter order. Let you dab. Okay. So, essentially I gave D's armor to him, because apparently these people are related. You actually can get a note that will point out that, hey, D had a brother and he was somewhere around this area. Oh boy, I think this is where... Yes, it is. D, Beholder of Death. So we can summon him if we want to. I'm not going to. But the option's available. Alright, the question is who do I want to summon? I think Lutel's better. Alright. This fight's tough. Because gargoyles are the worst. Okay, I staggered you. Okay, killed one. Which is the best result. What's not the best result is this cat that's sitting on my desk right now. Annie, get off the desk. Yep, she was not happy about being pushed off the desk, but fighting this thing kind of requires my attention. So yeah, at about half health, the other one shows up. It's a staple when it comes to gargoyles and From Software games, apparently. But unlike the previous Dark Souls games, I'm blaming that one on a cat. But unlike the previous From Software games, gargoyles in this game are just vicious. There was the thing that's outside of the Beast Sanctum or whatever is also a gargoyle. But we almost pulled it off. Keyword being almost. Alright, we'll pop a rune arc. We have 40 of them now, so we're good to go as far as that's concerned. What's going to suck is I'm going to have to step in here and then summon. Which is going to immediately aggro him. So my initial start is far less favorable now. Man, this guy does like the dodge. Okay, I staggered you. Drink. Alright, his buddy's showing up. His buddy's showing up. I tried to dodge, but it didn't let me. I'm gonna die. Drink. Yep. Get off of me. Okay. So, among many of their attacks they like to do is they like to spew out poison that's extremely potent. It's dropping inputs, which is really not great. Get off of me, jeez. So yeah, these guys are just ridiculously aggressive. And then our bulk is hard, makes it hard to follow them. That rock really tried to get him, but it didn't reach. Okay, Gargoyle Greatsword, Twin Blade. And we're not even to a level up. Okay. So yeah, they will spew poison in a straight line. That's actually kind of hard to see the cloud in this battlefield. They can also spew it underneath them, and it'll spread outwards in a pretty huge radius. And once you're poisoned, you're going to be taking, tick damage. And with two of these guys just swarming you, it is just unbelievably difficult to keep up with. Obviously, spirit summoning is advised, because at least you can use one as a distraction. I pretty much had to just rely on raw magic power to finish off the first one before the other one arrived, but that didn't happen this time. So, a little unfortunate. Let's go ahead and take a look at the new weapons we got. So, Greatsword. Nothing. So, Bronze Greatsword wielded by Valiant Gargoyle. Just like the wielder, the missing parts have been mended with corpse wax, a patchwork of champions. Vacuum Slice, lost skill of ancient heroes. Hold the arm aloft to surround it with a shearing vacuum, then launch it forwards as a blade-like projectile. And then Twin Spears. Alright, Bronze Twin Blade wielded by Gargoyles. Same flavor text, and it has Spinning Slash. Okay, nothing too special there. So yeah, most of the Gargoyles, if you kill them, you'll get their gear. I don't remember what one you get from the one from the Bestial Sanctum. I actually have not killed that one, even in my personal playthrough. Alright, so... go ahead and rest here. Okay. And you can go to this. Hey look, it's a coffin. You know what people like to do when they find coffins. Just take a little nap. Alright, so now we're in deep root depths. In comparison, we were over here. So Great Waterfall Basin. And that somehow brought us all the way to here. I don't know how going up a waterfall does that, but it does. Alright, so hopefully you guys love bugs, because that's what this area has a lot of. But we're not going to go through here today. No, we're not going here right now. We will eventually. I promise you that, but not right now. So, instead we're going to go back to Mimic Tier. Alright, so at this point there's one side thing we can still do, which is going to involve lighting the braziers. Which will require me to pretty much clear that area, which I'm going to do. So, then there's of course the route that leads to progression. Thankfully it has a grace that doesn't make it so I have to run all the way back. Which I'll trigger as I go along. But I intend on finding the optional boss here. And going from there. It's been a while since we actually had died. I was expecting a lot of deaths against Radahn, but that didn't happen. So dying against Gargoyles is just to make up for that, I guess. Alright, so for this we're going just all out magic. Murder every single last one of you. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and clear the ones we cleared before, just to make sure they don't aggro by accident. And also make sure I didn't miss any brazier, obelisk or braziers, because that's what happened. At one point, I could not find the one I missed, and that made things a bit more difficult for me. Yeah, the archers literally aggroed from really far away there. Alright, hopefully I'll still get the refresh from this. Yes, perfect. Alright. Okay. Then up here, an item we missed, hefty bones. Hefty bones are pretty much just for great arrows, as far as I know. I don't think there's any throwing knives that actually use them. Alright. So these guys are not going to be happy. Excuse me, miss. I mean, actually, they could be male. I have no idea. Alright, Shining Horn Headband. Perfect. Get the brazier here. I believe we got the one that's over there, if there is one. So I'm not going to go back that way. We did get a new helmet, so let's do that. New helmet. Alright. Headband decorated by a pair of shining horns, worn by ancestral follower shamans. Horns with buds that also shine are ideal ceremonial items for ancestral worship. Strengthens ancestral infant's head, which is an item that we have not gotten yet. Alright. So we'll go this way first because it's going to be the most troublesome. Because there's a mini-boss that's now a normal enemy wandering about. Alright, so there's a million rats here. They really don't look back, do they? Should give me a refresh. Thank you. Alright, let's light this before I forget about it. So another little optional area over here. It's not really, it's just potential loot. It does not keep you from coming back, so we'll go ahead and take it now. But yeah, over that way there's a bit of trouble. Alright, so yeah, we can drop down here. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, sure, why not? Give me the bugs. Okay, Ghost 5, not bad. Gold Rune 12. And then you can climb up here. This ends up being a little tricky. In fact, we're just going to do this. Or not. There we go. And then we should be able to just go up without too much issue. Yep, perfect. Also, what happened to my shoes? Why am I barefoot? I didn't unequip it, as far as I know. That's, well, I'll equip these then. That might be why I was taking so much damage. Alright, well. And then I believe I can mount safely here. Yes, I can. So we'll do that. And then you can do this, and then that. And you're on the other side. And then we got trouble here. What are you, by the way? Well, whatever you are, you're tough. I think you're just a shaman. Okay, so up here, you can get the Ancestral Infant's Head, which is a reusable item. Use FP to spray spirit vapor. Skull of young ancestral spirit. Just think of how many routings it might bear. Use FP to spray spirit vapor, inflicting magic damage. The vapor becomes a temporary geyser which deals continuous damage to everything it touches until it disappears. I don't know how usable it is. You saw the attack. It doesn't really go very far. So it's definitely very limited. But if for whatever reason you're doing an int build that does not use sorceries, as some sort of challenge, I guess you have that option to use that item instead for some magic damage. Let's do that. We'll play this safe. Okay, we'll not play this safe. You always move a little bit forward when you jump as a horse, so may as well take advantage of it. Oh my god. Do a little bit of that, and then turn around. Okay. And then doop. And then you got some solid land here. Alright. We're a little over time now, so I think I may call it here. Just gonna check to make sure there's nothing there. Formic rock here. Alright, so with that I'll call it here. I am the Depressed Hero, and this was Elden Ring. I'll see you guys in a bit.